One day we are walking one evening and there are new watchmen in the estate. So Hazel runs to one of them and hugs them. And Mato and I were shocked because we didn't even know this watchman. And it was evening. So this she even knew them at night because we got to learn later that she used to hang around with them. I met a neighbor. Now it's a neighbor who was telling us what's been happening. Because all these years we were clueless. We didn't know what's going on. Everyone knew but us. So we met our neighbor who told us what's been going on. And watchmen have been fed in our house. They've been clothed.
Milk was going very fast.
And Hazel is not growing big.
And Hazel is just growing thin. In fact, you can count the ribs.
Anyway, let's just say we fed the nation. Yeah. So
it was an experience.
Yes.
It was devastating and embarrassing at the same time, learning from the neighbors that their precious daughter was always out there in the court estate or at times doing patrol rounds with the security men.
When the neighbor told us that this is what Nduta has been up to, leaving our child with a watchman, we didn't believe her at first. But then we started to piece the information we were getting together and of course doing further investigation. And because of in the recent past, Hazel would fall ill more often, and so
And take her to hospital
so many times we were going to hospital at night. Kumbe the child, Nduta knew our routine so well. Remember, she was part of our family. We really trusted this girl.
We did.
And she knew our routine. We'd leave in the morning, we tell her what time we are coming back. If we are coming early, we call her and let her know that we will be back earlier. If there's anything she needs to prepare, then she fixes. So she knew our routine so much that she now even planned her own ways around our time.
That's true.
No wonder we used to go to hospital a lot because we got to learn that Hazel would be left with the watchman the whole day when schools are closed. When schools are open, Nduta would go and make sure she's back home before
we come back.
Yeah, before we come back and before Hazel comes back.
From school.
In fact, we started noticing that many times when we'd come in the evening, sometimes we'd find Hazel sleeping. So we are wondering why the child is sleeping after 5, yet she's supposed to be sleeping in the afternoon. Kumbe, the girl has been
Out and about.
out and about, so she comes back home and puts the baby to bed. Child is tired.
Bad news travels quickly, and when it arrives, we have to find a way to deal with it. As fate would have it, they would soon have a different story. The adorable, hardworking, and admirable Nduta started sneaking in the flip side of her otherwise impeccable character. Did Martin and his wife make a mistake? Did they trust too much?
Sure enough, like the neighbor had told us, Hazel was there with the watchman eating something. I have no idea. That's how my baby has been. She's been in this life, God knows for how long, because I'm not sure anyone could tell us exactly how long this had been going on. I was so mad. I was so angry. Martin just came home. I informed him what I found. And we waited for Nduta.
So after Mrs. Moirori learned from her neighbors what the adorable Nduta was up to, she decided to carry her own investigation. One day she went home earlier than usual, and to her disbelief, her neighbor was actually right. Their daughter Hazel was with the watchman at the watchman's booth. With so much pique, she snatched her daughter from the watchman's hand and stormed into her house and waited for Nduta. Every mother knows that as soon as one mess is taken care of, another one appears and we might find ourselves right back to where we started. Nduta's dramatic cycles were not showing any signs of running out soon. Nduta's name, and actually her presence in the Mururi's family, was now synonymous with a bad headache.
So after Nduta left, we got to learn a few things. Apparently, the watchman that Martin had told that his shirt is nice was her boyfriend. And she moved in with that guy. And the rest, like we say, is history. We don't know. But again, we appreciate the lessons we learned from her.
The thought of having a little girl tossed about in the arms of men who were not even known to them really chagrined Martin and his family. Maybe it was time to make serious reconsiderations. They weren't sure in which directions though. Maybe they needed a little time to get their facts right.
She was a lovely girl. I think she still is a lovely girl. But there comes a time when people have to part ways and say it was real.
It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any regrets?
Nah.
No regrets. Okay. None here either. Yeah. She was a good girl, but we had to let go.
Mr. and Mrs. Moiruri let her go because they couldn't handle her drama. Robai now trains her clients from home so that she can concentrate on Martin, her husband, and her daughter Hazel.
With Nduta out of the way, we learned some really important lessons. Number one, take your child seriously.
Yeah.
We'd ignored Hazel for a while. And now we know it doesn't matter what the child says, investigate first. And so we will always continue to investigate, not take light of whatever they tell us.
Mr. and Mrs. Moiruri later found out that this is why Nduta was acting the way she was. She was dating one of the watchmen, and that she would spend most of her days with him instead of taking care of Hazel.
Vile Robai alinifukuza, I decided to move in with my boyfriend. Tukatafuta kahao, tukaishi naye, but maisha ikaanza kuwa ngumu. After some time, alianza kuchange, anaenda out na wasichana wengine, anarudi usiku, ananichapa, hata hakuwa ananishughulikia sana, haniachi chakula ama pesa. So, nikaamua kuhama, nikatafuta hao, nikaanza kuishi peke yangu. Na mimi sio family sana. Vile nilikuwa nakaa na wao, walikuwa wananitreat vizuri, wananiprovidea, but sasa ni mimi nilimess na regret vile niliwafanyia. Na hata nikiona kina Hazel na wamiss sana. It's a prayerful family. Ni watu hawana shida mingi. Familia kina Mato wanapendana sana. Nikikumbuka vile walikuwa nakaa na wamiss tu sana. Kwanza Hazel.